We are going to be speaking with the Reverend Dill that originally we were thinking about speaking with him, and we also are looking at what Pawi stands for. That's the Pentecostal Assembly of West Indies. So we are in Tobago once again, and it's time to say good morning to Reverend Dill Francis and Rona Andrews. Reverend Dill Francis is the PRO, and Rona Andrews is a Secretariat member of Pawi. Good morning.
Good morning Trinidad, good morning Tobago, and good morning to you.
No, 60 years at anything is something to be marveled at. But can you give me a little overview of the work of Pawi in Tobago?
60 years is a long time. I might not be looking 8 or 60, but it's a long time. Just to give an overview of what Pawi is doing in Tobago. As you know, Pawi has been in existence for 60 years. We have about 20 churches in Tobago. And this year we are celebrating our Diamond Jubilee, and we have a lot of events going on in Tobago. So basically we have been preaching the gospel in Tobago for over 60 years, not only preaching the gospel, but changing the lives of people all around.
So, Ms. Andrews, I want to pull you into the conversation and ask what are some of the activities you'll have for this celebration?
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. So far, we have had our sports meet. We had that in the month of March. We have also had evangelism outreach, and we have carded for June 24th, our motorcade. We also have a historical production on the 7th of July, and our grand anniversary and awards service carded for the 16th of July at the Shore Park Complex.
No. And we keep looking at the fact that it's 60 years, but what is the relationship that Pawi has with the rest of the West Indies, seeing that the WI is West Indies in Pawi?
Well, Pawi is a fellowship. We have churches from as high as Antigua right down to Trinidad and Tobago. So we are actually a fellowship, and Tobago is just one of the districts in the fellowship.
What kind of people, what kind of responses have you gotten so far from the sports day? Or should I even go further and ask, what kind of numbers are we looking at when we think about the Pentecostal community in Tobago?
Well, basically, this kind of response that we have had so far with the sports and family day that we have has been tremendous. A lot of our churches and the members have came out in great numbers, and I'm telling you, things are looking real positive. It means that our 60 years in existence in Tobago have really brought a lot of fruit. A lot of young people are coming out in their numbers.
Are you trying to get more into the fold? Many times people talk about church and people in church preaching to the converted. I know that it's not necessarily the Pentecostal community, because you are always moving outwards and ministering to the people who need it. What are some of the outreach activities that you have planned for this time?
Well, just like yesterday, for example, we had several street meetings all around Tobago. Starting last month, every village in Tobago, we had outreach meetings. Apart from the outreach meetings that we have different activities that are going in the church for the young people and for the older people within the church. So we are not just having street meetings, we also have schools that the young people, that you could come into the schools. As you know, we have established a secondary school, a primary school, second chance learning institution. So we have a lot of stuff going on for young people and the development of the young people and the people in Tobago in general.
Do you find young people actually taking up that mantle and responsibility within the church? Because some people say that young people may be leaving the church. What do you say to that?
Well, I beg to differ though. Young people are not leaving the church. As a matter of fact, young people are coming to the church. I'm a product of the Pawi, the Assembly in Tobago. So people are really coming into the church, and not only coming into church, because the church is not just, we create atmosphere for the young people to sing, we have music, we have so many things going on in the church, so young people are actually coming into the church. And most of all, they're coming to church realizing that there's a need for them to serve Jesus Christ as Lord and personal Savior. So it's not just about just coming, having a good education, but ensuring that their lives are being transformed spiritually, emotionally, and in every area of their life.
Ms. Andrews, how many churches are we thinking about in Tobago with regard to being part of the Pentecostal Fellowship?
We actually have 20 churches in Tobago, 16 established churches, and 4 what we call branch works. With regard to what you were asking, Reverend Dill, with the young people, for example, in my church, which is the Mount St. George Pentecostal Church or Fountain of Life Ministries, we have a young men's group, Young Men for Change, that has been established to reach out to the community. And I can say in my church, we have a lot of young men. So I see a future in our church because they're going to get married and bring in their wives. So young people are coming to church. Young people are involved. They're involved in the music aspect. They're involved in media. So young people are in the churches still.
And I continue because I'm very happy to hear what you're saying about young males in particular. But how does someone join the Pentecostal faith or be part of this movement?
Okay. We believe in being born again. So it's not just a matter of, okay, I want to join the Pentecostal church. It is that you are going to come into relationship with Christ, and then you become what, if you want to call it, a member of the church. But really and truly, you are a member of the body of Christ first, and then you become a member of one of our Pentecostal churches.
We want to thank you very much for the time you spent with us, Reverend Dill Francis, PRO, Pawi, Tobago, as well as Rona Andrew, Secretariat member of Pawi. Pawi doing big things, and congratulations once again, Diamond. 60 years is a milestone that you should be proud of. This has been Good Morning Tobago.